They missed my deployment homecoming for my cousin's engagement party. I walked off that plane after 9 months and scanned every face in the terminal, and none of them were my family, just strangers holding signs for other people. And a woman next to me got tackled by 3 kids under 10, and I stood there with my duffel bag watching that for a second before I picked it back up and kept walking. I did 2 tours. The first one, my mom sent care packages every 3 weeks without missing one. The second one, something shifted back home and the packages stopped around month 4 and her text got shorter, and when I asked if everything was okay, she said yes, just busy, which I have learned is the sentence people use when they have decided not to include you in something. The conflict started when my cousin Reese got engaged to a woman he had been dating for 14 months, and my aunt decided the engagement party needed to happen on the Saturday I was flying home, and she knew my date. I had sent it to the family group chat in January, it was pinned at the top, and she booked the venue anyway, and my mom called me 8 days before I landed to explain that it was the only weekend the venue had available, and Reese was really hoping for full family support, and I was on a base in the middle of nowhere holding a phone trying to do the math on whether my own mother was actually saying this to me. I said, "Mom, I'm coming home after 9 months," and she said, "I know, baby, and we will celebrate you, I promise." And I said at the party for Reese, and she went quiet and then said it won't be like that, and it was exactly like that. My buddy Carter's wife had been tracking my flight, and she showed up to the terminal with Carter's mom and a handwritten sign with my name on it spelled wrong, 1 letter off, and I laughed for the first time, and I don't know how long, and Carter's mom hugged me in the middle of the arrivals hall for an uncomfortable amount of time, and I did not move away. They took me to dinner, a real one, the kind with the tablecloth, and Carter's mom asked me questions about what I actually did over there and listened to the whole answer without checking her phone, and his dad ordered a round and said welcome home, like he meant the word home specifically. My mom texted at 9:15, "How was the flight?" with a smiley face, and I put my phone face down on the table and ordered dessert. She called the next morning to tell me Reese's party was beautiful and the decorations were incredible and everyone had such a good time, and then she said, "I wish you could have been there," and I held the phone away from my face for a moment before I said, "I was here, Mom, I was right here, you just weren't." The call ended shortly after that. Reese sent a thanks for understanding text with no further context, and I have not responded. Carter's mom called last week to check if I needed anything while I sort out housing, and she remembered without being reminded that I take my coffee black, and she had a cup ready when I came by, and we sat in her kitchen for 2 hours, and she asked about my next steps. Like my next steps mattered. My mom texted yesterday, "Reese just set a wedding date, you should save it." I read it. I haven't replied, I probably will. That's the part I'm still working on.